Shout out to Astapro for sponsoring this episode and providing us with free samples. Speaking of free samples, I am honestly so grateful because, as you know, this is allergy season in Texas. I think Texas is one of the worst places to live if you have allergies. I have this tree in my backyard. It is the cottonwood tree. I'm highly allergic to cottonwood, not only myself, but also Travis is, and I believe our children are. And Astapro has come in handy. It's a nasal spray, and it has made such a difference in my seasonal allergies. I feel like I can breathe, and it really helped relieve my symptoms quickly. Astapro is the first of its kind nasal allergy spray. It is the fastest 24-hour over-the-counter allergy spray. It starts working within 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take an hour. And if you've had allergies, you know that every minute counts. Astapro delivers full prescription strength indoor and outdoor allergy relief from nasal congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing. Get fast-acting nasal allergy symptom relief with Astapro. Go to astaproallergy.com for a discount so you can Astapro and go today. ASTEPRO allergy.com. Astapro and go. Use as directed for relief of nasal congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and itchy nose due to allergies.
Yay Networks.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS.
So the other day, I was scrolling through the BS Instagram DMs, and someone sent me something very interesting. I was just beside myself. They sent me an updated Wikipedia page for El Chico.
Oh my gosh, that's my place.
And let me read this to you. It says, El Chico is a restaurant chain in the southern United States. The first restaurant opened in 1940 in Oak Lawn in Dallas, Texas.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
No
it's just
idea.
right down the street from you.
Yes.
There are 16 locations. The restaurant serves a variety of Tex-Mex dishes. It would not be where it is today without the hard work of their star employee, Stephanie Holman.
Oh my God, that's so true.
I was like, what?
Wait, I'm on Wikipedia. That's amazing.
So this man,
Thank
Russell,
you so much for doing
went
the Lord's
in
work,
and
Russell.
updated their Wikipedia page, and they accepted the changes.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I kind of agree because I really had a hard time working there. It was such, the chips and salsa
How long
and
did
the
you
drinks.
work there?
Like through college, like 3 or 4 years.
Oh, wow.
A long time.
You should do like a Stephanie Holman for El Chico collaboration.
You know what? El Chico, if you're listening and you still do these, I would love to do like a fundraiser.
Like a Stephanie salsa?
Yes. Like you give 10% of whoever comes in. I will wait tables. Actually, I'll give them all my tips and then you give them 10% to like some charity of their choice.
There you go.
Yep. That's what I would
nice
like.
of you.
So let me know if you're interested.
So something else we did the other day was we asked for some of you to send us your questions that you want us to give you advice on. I don't know why anyone would ever want our advice, but we frequently get asked like hard life moments, what we would do in those situations.
Yes.
So we put something on our story, asked y'all to send us in your advice questions, and today we're going to answer them.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Now, disclaimer, you should probably not take this advice, but we'll tell you anyway what it is. Okay, so this first one, I'm going to keep these anonymous just in case some of y'all are like, spill the real tea. This first one says, any thoughts on how to deal with a good friend that hasn't completely been a good friend and has iced me out and stopped talking to me? Quick backstory. I came out not too long ago and I initially told him. He said that he already knew and I felt that he was supportive. Cut to a few months later, he gets engaged and doesn't even tell me about it. I feel as if his new girlfriend/fiance has him whipped. We have mutual friends, so we have seen each other a few times, and it's always awkward, and we don't talk anymore when we see each other. I'm curious if he'll even invite me to the wedding or include me in his wedding party. Am I overreacting? Am I okay with thinking that maybe his new fiance told him to stop talking to me? He used to tell me that in the past, she was jealous of our relationship, but we were just friends. He's straight, so I'm definitely not interested.
Okay, so it's a guy, and he was,
Two guy friends. One of them came out as gay. The other one got engaged shortly after.
And after he came out as gay, his friend kind of became weird, right? Like after he told him.
Yeah.
I kind of have a story that's parallel to this in my life. I'm not joking. I've lived a big life in my 43 years. Okay, so I was... I don't want to really, though this guy's very much out and about now.
What
so
you
it
would say
doesn't
is
matter.
he's very gay.
there was this really cute guy in college, right? I was dating this guy who I met at El Chico.
Oh, wow.
All roads lead back to El Chico. And he went to the same college as me. He was 2 years older. And we dated all throughout my college experience. And it was kind of like at the end of college, like I really did not want to, I think in my heart I knew that this was not the person for me. But I had spent 4 years and I'm from Oklahoma. And like when you live in Coweta, like I think all my friends were getting married. I was like, oh, probably need to jump on this train. So he proposed and I was like, well, shit, why not?
Wait, to who? To you?
To me. Yes.
Oh, your response was, well, shit, why not?
No, I mean, I said yes, but my heart didn't jump a beat whenever but it was like we were together for a long time. I loved him, but I wasn't like, Anyways, we were together.
Did you think he was gay?
No, he was not gay, but this really does come full circle.
Okay.
Anyway, but in college, he had a roommate and this guy who was his best friend, and this guy drove like this really pretty blue, blue convertible. And he would have all these girlfriends and they were hot. And he was hot. And he was in medical school. And these girls, he would not sleep with them. And then I was like, hey, do you think your friend's gay? And he was like, no, I don't think he is. All these girls are after him. Well, I guess one day he was in a fraternity and he came home and this girl was like butt naked in his room and he sent her away. And I mean, I think he almost gave this girl an eating disorder. I'm not going to lie. It was not like it was because I think she was like, I think it like messed with her mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he was trying to pretend like he was straight and he wasn't. So he comes in. This is after college when we're engaged. He comes into town and he's a doctor at this point. And he brings this other hot guy from this new state he's living in. And I'm like getting along with this guy who my boyfriend believes is his friend. My boyfriend gets mad because he's like, this guy's hitting on you. Well, his college roommate was like, well, no, this is my boyfriend. I'm gay. So he told him, but we were like very drunk at the time. I was all about it because I love a gay person. But it did like the guy that I was friends with, it did kind of, like freak him out a little bit because he was like, wait, I didn't see this coming. Like, this is so crazy. And he was like, I wonder if he has a crush on me. I was like, no, his boyfriend's way hotter. So anyways, that did happen. So I get people having to like wrap their mind around things, especially but they're still best friends.
I don't think this has anything in this guy's situation to do with him being gay.
I think it's the girl who's, I don't know. Maybe the guy, like, I think there are certain guys who are like.
Well, his friend said that he knew he was gay.
Oh, well then no, it wasn't that. Like, I always knew this guy was gay, but for some reason, the guy I was with was like, no. I'm like, are you sure? He is yes.
I think this is definitely the fiance situation. I think what you should do is talk to your friend and be like, hey, why haven't we like hung out at all recently? Like, I want to celebrate y'all's love. I want to celebrate y'all's engagement, your upcoming marriage. Like, I want to make sure that we continue to have a good relationship. So talk about it.
Yeah, but why would the fiance not like him? This is very interesting. I mean, also.
Unless the fiance thinks that her fiance is a little gay. And
that's what I'm thinking. Yes, that is exactly what I'm thinking. I think the only way, because I was the fiance at the time whenever this happened, and I didn't bother me at all. But I think that she is insecure. She's like, oh, you guys are so close and he's gay. Are you sure that?
I have a friend that's gay and he has a coworker friend that is straight, and they could not hang out together without his wife being there. And but it was in a way to where it felt like she didn't trust them being alone together.
Yes.
It was just weird.
Yes.
And
that's interesting. I actually agree with Trey. I think I mean, it's kind of like your friend who was married to that guy who liked to suck wieners. If maybe she doesn't trust. I don't think it's about you. I think it's about her husband or fiance or whatever this guy is. Because I think she doesn't trust him.
All right, next question. Do you guys tip the people that change your oil? I do, and the poor guy almost started crying. He said that he was so stressed about how he was going to get gas after work just to get home, and I helped him tremendously.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
Honestly, no.
I don't think so because Travis takes my car to change the oil. But now I feel like I'm going to.
Before I read this question, I was just like glancing at it. I thought it said, do you have any tips for changing oil? Which we also do not have.
No, I don't. But you know what? Maybe you should. You know what? Sometimes, I should because there's sometimes when I go and get food and it has the option like I'll go get cookies at the mall at a Great American Cookie. I love their little double doozy cookies. And all they do is just put the cookies in a dang bag and hand it to me. And then the thing pops up, would you like to leave a 20% gratuity? And I'm like, it's not like you were at El Chico's giving me chips and salsa all day. You gave me 2 cookies in a bag.
Right. Okay, that's where I think tipping culture has gotten so out of hand.
So out of control, yes.
Also,
and then they're
that's an
standing
American
there,
thing.
Yes, and then they're standing there staring at you. And I'm like, well, damn, if I don't give this lady 20% for handing me 2 cookies, I feel bad.
I don't. Are you kidding me? You're doing your job. That's your job. Like, why am I tipping you 20% for putting my cookie in a bag? Did you go above and beyond with your service here? No.
Well,
like, same with coffee every day. Like, I tip my Starbucks guys fairly often because like they always have my order like ready for me when I come to the window.
Yes.
Like, so that
but
like
they,
there's exceptional service.
Make it like they have to make your coffee. Yes.
But like if you were just sticking something in a bag or you're handing me my to-go box, why am I what are we tipping for?
I think
say COVID really messed up tipping.
Yes, I will say I worked at El Chico, and I would do the to-go orders occasionally, right? Like you could do multiple things. Like you can do to-go orders. You can do. I hated seating people. I hated being a hostess. It was very boring. But whenever you do to-go orders, you only make the $2.13 an hour. Back then, that's how much we made. Mm-hmm. So you make the same as a waitress. So do tip your to-go people because they have to do your order. They have to get everything organized. It's a lot more work than you think. However, that's a restaurant. If it's like that'd be like getting your bag at McDonald's and then being like, here's $5.
That's the drive-through window.
Yes. But like if it's a restaurant and you're like doing it, like there's,
like
I don't
Sonic
know.
makes sense. You're bringing me out my food.
Yes. Like if there's a lot of effort, like I think that's very different. Like if you're taking something to go from an actual restaurant.
Valet,
versus,
absolutely.
Yes.
Where else have I been where it's like, I'm not tip. Why would I tip you? It's just like random weird spots that I've been to lately and they're like, tip? And I'm like, no, thank you.
Oh yeah. No, it's like every fast food place I feel like you go and then you pay and then they're like, would you like to leave 15, 20, 25% gratuity? I'm like, what in the world? I think it's out of control. And I do agree with you. It's COVID, or maybe it's just that's how it's set up, but it's so awkward.
We all had fat pockets during COVID. We were giving it all to servers.
The other day, I was getting candy at some place at the mall. Like they have those little candy stands, and they even asked for a tip on there. I'm like, wait, I made my own bag of candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was somewhere, I don't remember where it was. I was buying clothes, though, and there was an option to tip. No.
Yeah, I'm not
tipping
weird.
You.
No.
All right, next question. This is kind of a long one. So this girl and a bunch of her girlfriends are dealing with the same issue, and it is setting mother-in-laws that don't have boundaries. How do you set those boundaries?
Ooh.
Do you make that your problem or
I make
your
that
partner's
Travis's problem.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel,
agree.
It's just kind of awkward because Travis lost both of his parents, but I'm going to go ahead anyway. There was a point where Travis's father moved in with us for multiple years, and it wasn't just him living there, but he had other children it just became a lot very quickly, and there were zero boundaries. Like his, half brothers and sisters would just like come and go as they please, like to the point where it was like 3 a.m. and Travis thinks somebody's breaking in, and I was like, you have to like set some ground rules here. One time we were out of town and somebody like threw a party. Like I'm like in Aspen and I see them playing beer pong in my living room.
Wait, was this the one that I'm thinking of? No, there was one that wrecked your car. Do you remember that? She sideswiped your car against something and then like acted like she had never seen it before.
Just all kinds of fun things. But actually, I remember
there's been a few family members that have wrecked y'all's cars.
Yes, like everybody wrecks our car because when they come in, we always give people a car. Like if you're coming in and you're related to Travis and I, we will pick you up at the airport. We will give you a car. We take care of people, right?
Which blows my mind because I never have someone come in and be like, they are entitled to a car.
But
and y'all have one to just like.
But we like always make sure people have, like if you're coming into our state and you're not from here, Like we
Y'all roll out the red carpet. Y'all really do.
Like pick you up somebody will pick you up at the airport. If it's not us, it'll be like Travis's assistant. Someone will pick you up. We will have a car that you can use. We will make sure that you are taken care of. Now, we've had other people, family members, where we go into their state and like they don't pick us up. They don't give us like they're just like, see ya when you
stay.
Yeah, like it takes 3 days to see them. So what are we? I feel
You're
like
not getting
this
the same treatment both ways.
Yes. Wait, what was the question?
The question is, how do you deal with mother-in-laws with no boundaries?
I just complain about my whole life. I have these questions. I'm like, damn it. Let me tell you about my life.
This is actually Stephanie's therapy session.
But you have to have your husband set boundaries. If it's his mother, if it's his family, you have to have them set boundaries. There are 2 things you never get in the middle of, like lovers and family. And if you do, then it's going to backfire on you. So if you are an outsider and you get involved in somebody else's relationship, they're always going to choose their partner over you, right? And it's going to really mess up your relationship. And if you're in a relationship and you have a problem with their family, they have to handle it because their family will not forgive you. Mm-hmm. But they will always forgive them.
Okay, well, then what do you do if your partner won't handle it?
Then that's not the partner for you.
Well, I don't know if that's the answer either.
No, I mean, I think you have to talk to them and say, for me and Travis, like my family is my problem.
Yeah.
And his family, like we take care of, like if Travis had a problem with my mom, which he wouldn't because she's pretty perfect, he could tell me and I would be able to handle it in a very delicate situation. The same with him. And I honestly loved my mother-in-law who passed away recently. She was great. And we lived in different states, so we really didn't have the whole boundary thing. But if we did, I would be like, Travis, I love your mom. She's driving me crazy. Like, I need you to, like.
Is there anyone on your side of the family that you've had like boundary issues with that you've had to set those boundaries for, Travis?
Well, I don't have a very big family. So, I mean, I have a mom, dad, and a sister. So not really. He has a much bigger family than I do. But honestly, his family's pretty great. When some of them were younger, they definitely did play beer pong when we were out of town and had a party. But I do think I have had in the past where people will set boundaries for their spouse with their spouse's family, and it always ends up very, very bad. Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, if my sister's husband did that, I would think he was the a-hole, right? Like if you don't have a really, really good relationship. Yeah. So you need to have your partner set the boundaries. That's not your responsibility with his family.
Next question. How do I not kill my husband while raising a young baby? This is a serious question. They said that.
Hide the poison from yourself.
All right. Easy peasy?
No, I don't know. I mean, just be honest with them that you need a break. I don't know how your family is, but I have a mom and dad my mom will drive in for everything. So have somebody give you a break. Like if he's not helping, then say, okay, if you don't want to help, then can you hire a babysitter? Can you hire somebody to like help me out like twice a week just to give me a little sanity? Like Travis doesn't clean the house, but he pays somebody to clean the house. So in my opinion, that is him cleaning the house, right? And right, that's kind of what. I am
so glad you mentioned that. So do you feel like if he hires someone to clean the house, he is cleaning the house. If you make dinner reservations, is that you making dinner?
It should, yeah, pretty much it should be. It should be, right? Yes, it should be.
I agree. I had this conversation with Zach recently. I was like, I make dinner the most. And he was like, do you? And I'm like, yes, I do. I make all the dinner decisions.
Yes, which is half the battle. I mean, for me, I think, okay, so for me, Travis pays for all that, right? Yep. So I'm like, is he the most helpful person in the house? No, he thinks he is. He really is not. But he in fact is, because he pays for help. He pays for me to have help. So I'm not having to like go and do all this. I know. I'm being, thanks, honey. But it's the absolute truth. And you know what? Whenever he worked a lot and I was overwhelmed with the kids, I did have a nanny. I did have help. So in my opinion, that is him like helping me out. That's him putting effort in. Even if it's paid effort, it's still like a break. Mm-hmm.
Dear Stephanie and Trey, I've been running into an issue with a friend lately. Anytime she gets mad at me, she cuts me off and ices me out of her life. I feel like I am being punished. How do I address that this behavior is cruel and unusual with my friend? Don't talk to them either.
Yeah, like just be passive aggressive, both of you.
Yeah.
You know what? I used to really, really care when people did stuff like that. Like when people would do like the silent treatment. I think it's a learned behavior that people learn through, like, obviously their parents, that's the way they fought. Like, people fight differently. I think in relationships, romantic and otherwise, you have to fight fairly, right?
Yep.
And that's just really not fighting fairly because that's somebody who just is, trying to punish you, to put you in your place. I would talk to them about it. And then you have to get to the point where it happens often that you're like, you know what, this is you throwing a temper tantrum. So when you're done, let me know. But I'm not meeting you where you are because I'm not meeting you in Idiotville.
I can actually offer you some expert advice on this because I had this situation with a friend and Lori talked me through this and she was like, what you're dealing with is a 6-year-old that is throwing a fit in the corner. So you treat them as a 6-year-old that's throwing a fit in the corner. But she was like, eventually you'll realize this is emotionally manipulative and that is not a relationship you want to be in. And I was like, you're right, Lori.
Yes.
So
and I think
give them up.
Yeah, I think they have to. I mean, there are people that can change. Sometimes putting a mirror and being like, this, I've seen this as a pattern. It's something that I don't want in friendships and I'm not going to accept in friendships. I love you. I want to be your friend, but I'm not going to put up with this behavior and then see what happens. So I have my renter moving in this week.
Yes.
And for her gift.
You're stealing my idea. I literally thought of this yesterday and didn't tell you because I knew you'd steal it, but we just think alike. Dang it.
For her gift, I got her a Caraway bakeware set. Okay, because
I'm so mad. That's the best gift.
It really is. Because I was like, okay, I want to do something kind of special, right? And she has furniture and like all that stuff. But I know for a fact, because she is my cousin, she has real crappy kitchenware. So I went online and that's what I got her. It's such a good idea. Yes.
What color did you get?
Well, I got her the same color I have in my Dallas house, which is the navy, because I think it would look really, really pretty in that kitchen because that kitchen is bright white. So I was going to do white. And then I'm like, that's a lot of white. I'm going to do navy.
Gosh, I am so mad. But I understand because we both love our Caraway sets. Did you get her the bakeware set or the pan set?
I got her the bakeware set because you said it was great.
Then I'm going to get her the pan set.
Okay, you get her the pan set. Yes,
I hope she doesn't listen to this and she's going to know what her gift is. Dang it. Oh. If you haven't heard of Caraway, I'm surprised because they are the internet famous kitchenware that is a staple in any home. They also come in a variety of shades like we were just talking about. Stephanie, you said you ordered the white one for your Montana home, right?
Yes. I ordered the white with the gold hardware for my Montana house, which is going to be so pretty. And all of my...
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report surveyed 2,000 Americans and revealed that 85% of Americans believe that getting support is wise, yet 74% say that society discourages people from doing so. And I find that very interesting because I feel like for so long, the stigma around therapy has often been that it's so expensive, but that is really where BetterHelp comes into play. BetterHelp has over 30,000 therapists worldwide with the largest online therapy platform and have served over 6 million people globally. And it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 stars for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. BetterHelp's therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the US. BetterHelp does the initial matchmaking work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. All you do is fill out a short questionnaire to help identify your needs and preferences, and their over 12 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate mean that they typically get it right the first time. But if you aren't happy with your match, you can switch to different therapists at any time from their tailored recommendations. Don't let stigma stand in the way of support. Start therapy with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/weeklydose. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/weeklydose. Some of the best summer pieces are the ones you end up wearing on repeat. They're comfortable, versatile, and somehow right for every occasion. That is why I love Quince. They make elevated essentials with premium materials like European linens, organic cottons, and washable silks without the traditional retail markup. We have been very loud and proud about how much we love Quince on this show. I'm actually wearing their jeans right now. I love their t-shirts, but when I tell you their underwear is so silky soft, you have to try it to fully understand what I'm talking about. Every single thing I have ordered from Quince, I had absolutely loved. And they're expanding into other verticals now too. They have caviar. They have couches. They have, you name it. They've got their bedding. I've heard is incredible. I haven't ordered it, but I have heard their bedding is incredible. And I can testify everything I have bought from Quince, I've absolutely loved. Ooh, including their denim. Quince also has beautiful 14 karat gold jewelry that adds subtle finishing touches. Simple hoops and dedicated chains make the most effortless outfits feel very intentional. Everything at Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. And fun fact, if you scroll on a product to the lower half of their website, they'll show you who makes a similar product and what they're charging to really reinstate the fact that you're getting a great deal at Quince. Make your summer wardrobe feel easier. Go to quince.com/weeklydose for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/weeklydose for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/weeklydose.
Cabinet is like gold hardware. So I'm like, I'm going to be cooking. If somebody walks in and I'm making spaghetti, they're going to be like, oh my God, that is a beautiful sight with those like matching pots and pans and her. Yeah, I have it all figured out.
That's amazing. One of the things I love about Caraway is they don't include any of those like hard to pronounce chemicals in their non-stick material. So you're not getting all that like contamination and all of your healthy ingredients. And your spaghetti comes out tasting like spaghetti because it's not, mixed with all that other junk.
Well, also, it does not stick, so your food will not stick, which is very, very important. And I think it's really great, especially for people who don't have a lot of space in their kitchen to store because they have organizers for lids and to
they have
separate.
These easy access storage solutions.
Yeah, it's really amazing. And I know no other company that comes with storage solutions.
And I don't know how to store my pots and pans. They just like pile on top of each other. So with this, it's like it keeps it spaced and nice. And like they're already such pretty colors. I don't want to scratch it.
Yeah.
Visit carawayhome.com/WDBS to get 10% off today during their summer refresh event. Certain exclusions apply. That's carawayhome.com/WDBS or use code WDBS at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern. Prolon is this revolutionary plant-based nutrition program that nourishes your body while making your cells believe that you're fasting. Prolon isn't a diet, it's a science, and it's science based on Nobel Prize-winning discoveries in medicine. So all of this starts with the Prolon 5-day program. You have snacks, soups, beverages, all designed to keep your body in a fasting state. So it's really unlike anything else.
My favorite thing, and just for people who are going to do it, you get this, like, it's small, but you get this like chocolate bar. It's like a chocolate, like crispy treat a few days. I lived for that. But I like a lot of the stuff. Like I like the kale crackers. I enjoy those.
I was surprised at how flavorful everything was.
Yes. And the soups, I love the soups.
Right now, Prolon is offering Weekly Dose of BS listeners 15% off their 5-day nutrition program. Go to prolonlife.com/weeklydose. That's PROLON life.com/weeklydose for the special offer. That's prolonlife.com/weeklydose.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have a story. Not really a question, but I have a story to end with. It's very, very good. And it's a friend of mine. And she called me and asked me for what she should do. And I was just so intrigued with the story. I really don't think I gave her advice. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is fascinating. So she's single. She is in her early 40s. She goes on a trip with this guy, right? Mm-hmm. Who lives in another state. Now she drives 12 hours. This guy, she meets him one time. They through a mutual friend.
She drove 12 hours to see him?
Yes. But beforehand, this is how she knows him. She met him one time. They had a really romantic, amazing, probably drunken love night, right?
Okay.
In the state he lives in. So a month later, he calls and he's like, hey, and he's a divorced dad. He's like, I'm going on a trip with my 2 kids. One of those kids being a daughter, right?
Okay.
And would you like to join me? So she had this really romantic, amazing night with him. So she's like, okay, sure. So where he's going is about a 12-hour drive for her. So she's like, you know what? I'm going to drive and meet you there, right?
Never.
And she was like, are your kids okay? Are your kids okay? Are your kids okay? And he's like, yes. So, so she goes there and meets him. And he sends her a picture of the Airbnb they're renting, and it's 2 rooms, and both rooms have bunk beds.
Okay.
But he has 2 kids, so whatever. So she figured they would stay in one room and they would stay in the lower, in the bunk together. So they get to this location. And mind you, she has driven quite a ways away. And he has her sleep in the top bunk and him sleep in the bottom bunk every night of this trip. He, like, there's no romance. Like, he doesn't kiss her or anything, right? Like, she's like, I feel like I am there to babysit his daughter.
Oh.
One night they go to a nice event. He's like, hey, there's, one night we have this thing, so you may want to dress up, right? She says she puts on a dress, puts all this effort in, and he looks at her and says, oh, you look okay.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So she's like, do you think he's into me? I'm like, absolutely
what do you
not.
mean,
But
is he
also,
into you?
what would you do if you went on a trip like this? First of all, I would be like, sayonara. You are using me as a babysitter.
If I saw the bunk beds, I'd be out. That's 12 hours
like
back. Bye.
2 bunk beds. But isn't that so awkward?
You
so she
looked
goes on this
okay?
trip. Yes, he tells her she looks okay. And the sleeping arrangements are his kids in one room on bunk beds. And then he's like, okay, you want the top bunk or the bottom bunk? And then she's like, I am in the top bunk. She was like, I have to pee in the middle of the night. I don't want to disturb him. So I'm like holding my bladder all night because it's, loud to go from the top bunk to the bottom bunk. I'm like, girl.
I would have disturbed him.
Yes. Horrible. But pretty much, I think he was using her I was like, I think he's using you as a babysitter because it's probably awkward.
How old is this friend?
He is 50, or my friend is mid-40s. He's early 50s.
Oh, wow.
Never been married. She's never been married.
Do I know this friend?
No.
Oh.
She does not live in Texas.
Huh. That's weird. One, don't ever drive 12 hours to meet a man you met once on one drunken
have him
night.
fly you out. Do not, yes. If you want to meet him, but also.
That's also a little early to meet his kids.
Yes. Well, yes. That's what she said. She was like, I was really worried about meeting his kids. But I know this man, believe it or not. Yes. I left that out. I do know this man. He's not my best friend, but I do know who he is. Like, I know of him. And I think he does this a lot, maybe with his kids. I think he is nervous being around, being a dad to the daughter and going on trips, and because he also has
he wants another female there.
Yeah, he also has. So I think a female helps him keep his daughter.
Kind of breaks the ice.
Kind of breaks the ice.
Interesting.
But I'm like, girl, you're in a nanny position and you're not getting paid.
Oh, yeah, I hate that. That was
yes. So that's a good story, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I hope we answered all y'all's burning questions. And if you take our advice and it backfires, don't email us.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
do not.
you.
No, we don't want to hear any of your
We don't want to hear
complaints.
how this goes.
Thanks for listening.
But keep sending questions.
Yes. Oh, I do.
Because they do
like
entertain
this.
us.
Yes, I love this. You can follow me at Steph Holman on Instagram, Facebook,
Threads,
TikTok, Threads, whatever.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast, and you can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS. Bye.